Just got a tip, there's no debate. I know a gent that'll set you straight. It's Vinny Valentine. Good fellow who's got what it takes. A New Yorker to make no mistake. It's Vinny Valentine. And if you're feeling real blue, call on Vinny. He's gonna tell you who's better than you. Elizabeth Street, Little Italy. Hangs with his pals, yeah, that's where he'll be. It's Vinny, a friend of mine. Stand-up guy from the Lower East Side. Take it from me, he's one of a kind. It's Vinny Valentine.
Who's better than you? Welcome to Tell It Like It Is, the Vinny Vella Show. My co-host for this evening, Jennifer. She hollered at me because I called her my niece when they said, don't call me your niece. It's okay.
And I was happy enough to be on the show a few episodes ago with my grandfather.
That's right.
So I'm happy to be back in a different seat, but
That's right.
A better seat.
yeah.
Yeah, Momo is so beautiful. He's in the audience tonight.
He is.
Momo.
And Jennifer is like a jack of all trades. She's not only a singer, she's an actress, she's a butcher.
I'm a butcheress, yes.
Wow.
Butcher. Don't fool around with this one. You know? Don't fool around with this one. I watch my P's and Q's with her. And she's such a good girl.
Thank you.
What do you think about that new building on our block? It's too modern. Ron's building.
Ron's building?
Yeah.
We love Ron. Ron is a dear friend of ours, but I have to say I don't like it so much.
Neither do I.
Our block is, we're both on Elizabeth Street, and our block is super historical, beautiful townhouses from the 1800s. I know the one that our store is in is from like 1870.
That's right.
And
And he goes and builds this one modern building right in the middle. We got to do something to destroy it a little bit.
well, maybe not destroy it. Maybe, I don't know.
Throw paint on it,
Yeah.
graffiti,
Oh.
stuff like that.
Toilet paper? No, we got to make it like
Carolina.
more New York. More New
What?
York,
Yeah, there you go.
you know.
Meanwhile, tonight we have a hell of a show. Now, I call him my boy, because I call him up all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That's JT Talent. And that's Carolina.
Carolina!
There you go. And so, JT,
Yes.
Carolina, tell me a little bit about why we're here tonight.
Well, we're here for you, Vinny. Oh, Vinny, you know, it's like I've been on your show many times. This is probably my 14th time being on your show.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't know, and this is my client and very dear friend Carolina, but what a lot of people don't know is Vinny was one of the main people that actually gave me my first acting role. I did a movie called Undertaker's Dozen when I just started learning a little bit about casting, well, a long time ago. And one guy was trying to play the waiter, and apparently he couldn't make it. And I was on set, and I just barely knew Vinny. And Vinny turned around and he said, "Why don't you play the waiter?" So they threw an apron on me. And I was so nervous. Well, I barely knew this guy. And I'm sitting there, I'm working the first time with Vinny, and I knew Joe, because I was doing commercials for him. And I put on this waiter outfit, and I'm trying to pour the water. I had 35 takes. I must have dropped the silverware. No. I dropped the water.
No. Oh my God.
But you did a good job.
And then Vinny pulled me aside and he said, "Just relax. Just hand me the damn water." And we've been friends ever since, and he's hooked me up with a lot of great stuff. And I've been working on a lot of great projects with a lot of great people. And Carolina, who's a client and a dear friend, just got back from Egypt. And she's an actress and she's a model.
Amazing. Did you like
you.
Egypt?
I love Egypt. I want to go back. I'm quite dark right now. I love my color.
So
Did you get any jewelry while you were there?
No.
No
but
jewelry?
But I got a lot of camels.
You did a what?
A lot of camels.
Camels.
How's that? Oh,
She wrote a
Many
camel.
times.
you know,
in
you do
every
that, you
city.
make me wonder what you're talking about. Yeah, that's all right. So you rode a lot of camels.
Yeah, it is a magnificent country, I would say that. I was really surprised with the pyramids, all the temples. People is super kind, and the food.
And the hieroglyphics.
I didn't understand anything, was a lot of birds, but that's it.
She was 12 days she went to Egypt.
12 days.
Yeah, I was around the Nile on a cruise.
And she dressed different than a lot of the people in Egypt, and they kind of noticed.
But
What
they
did you-
they asked me like, are you Egyptian? But I completely looked different because I was with bathing suits and things like that, things over here, everywhere. I was like, I want to stand that over here.
Yeah.
So it
And-
was a lot of fun.
For the people at home, you're not Egyptian. So
Oh,
where
no.
are you from?
I am Colombian.
Colombian.
Yeah, 100%.
You told me you were Colombian and Italian.
Colombian Italian.
And Italian.
More 80% Colombian, I would say that. Like, very hot temper.
It's a very long story.
Oh, Italians are hot tempered too, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes.
But Carolina, when you went to Florida, right? She went to Florida, and when she went to Florida, she came to New York to actually start. She's been stumbling in Stella Adler and a couple of other acting companies, and she actually did something very small, and she called me up, and then Daniel called me up, which is a good friend of ours, and said, we need to bring this to Vinny's show. And I said, what is it? And then when she told me, I said, oh, Vinny's gonna get a kick out of it. What Vinny doesn't know, Carolina is a very big fan of casino. So that day when I brought her to your show, she was amazed. And she's like, oh my God, that's Vinny Vella from Casino. She goes, how do you know him? She, in her acting class, was given a task. And we have the clip, right? Richie, can you show that clip? Please.
I cannot do it anymore. I can't fucking live like this. It's not right. Where are you? Of course. He doesn't come home at night. What is the big fucking deal? I go and I can't fucking take it. Why should I fucking take it? That wasn't the deal. He had like the only around here with a fucking pass. He will never let me live it down. Well, I mean, I try. What the fuck do you think I came back here for? I want to have him killed. I want him killed. I fucking had it, so are you with me on this?
You want to get rid of me? Here I am! Go ahead! Get rid of me! Hello?
Yes, I fucking hate you. I can't take it anymore. Yes, I want to quit it. Fucking God.
You hate my guts! I want you to come with me now!
Get off me. Stop it.
Come with me now! Come with me now! Come
Get
here!
off me.
I want you out of here! I want you out of here! Take your fucking bag and get out of here!
I want my money right now.
You'll get your money, don't worry!
And that Ranchman is over.
No kidding! No kidding!
I have to get my money. I need some guy right now. You can just book me in the street.
You'll get your cash. You haven't been straight with me ever since I met you. You never loved me in the first place. I need eyes in the back of my fucking head with you fucking bitch.
I love you. How cool I know you. How gonna love you. You treat me like I'm a fucking dog.
You're lower than a dog.
Fuck you.
Here, Here's this that money, huh? Take it, greedy bitch. Take the fucking money you fucking want.
And I'm going to the bank and I'm getting my jewelry too.
Good. It opens at 9 a.m. Be there.
And don't send your guys downstairs to stop me. I mean it.
I guarantee you, I will not stop you.
And stop, you're not getting rid of me with one fucking suitcase.
You'll come back tomorrow and get the rest. Get out of here.
Fine, but I taking Amy.
You're not taking Amy.
I am. I'm working it out right now.
You're stoned. You're a junkie. Get out of here.
No, I'm not. She's my daughter too. God damn you.
Get out of here. Somebody owes a letter. God fucking damn you.
You're not getting away with this. You're not gonna fuck me off my end.
All right.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of
It
police.
was a lot of fun.
Now, was that improvised or was that scripted?
Scripted, but it was my first time. Like, I never did anything before, so that was a lot for me. But I was pretty comfortable with the role that I got.
That was your school that told you, right?
Yeah, New York Film Academy in South Beach. It was
South Beach. not South Beach.
amazing.
That wasn't scripted then.
Yeah, it was.
It was?
Yeah. I just got like one part. But it was amazing. Well, after that, I was like, okay, acting is for me.
After watching that, you're a tough little cookie.
Yeah. No acting necessary.
Huh?
Colombian.
That's like an everyday thing.
Is that the Colombian in you?
The teacher was like, are you acting or this is just how Colombians
She's
act?
very natural. No one got hurt in the process, though, so we're good.
Are those the kind of roles you're drawn to when you're, auditioning or all sorts of different roles for you?
I love the role, but I will say that I also see me like a really sweet person, also like a bad girl, I would say that.
So you can do both.
Yeah, I could
Do
say
you
that.
like playing parts as a bad girl?
Yeah, I like to feel like a little bit.
That was a lead-in question there.
After seeing that, I don't know, I'm starting to wonder.
I love
So,
it.
Vinny, how I met Carolina, which is the different version. So basically, a friend of mine, I was doing a movie with Steve Stanulis, who I work on a lot of films with. And Steve Stanulis, he's my director, I worked on a film called Clinton Road. Him and Richard Grieco directed, and I was casting associate, and Donna McKenna was casting director. So we needed some more people. We had Ice-T, we had a lot of good people. Vinny Pastore, your buddy, he was in it. And we needed to get a few people to play a club scene. So I called up a friend of mine, and he goes, I got this girl that's perfect. I never met this girl before. It was like over a year ago. And he brings her over to me, and she was so polite and so friendly. And what we did is we put her in a scene, and she played a VIP guest, and she loved it. So she had no lines, nothing, but she was featured. So they kept putting her more and more and more on camera. And I didn't really know, what she was doing, like what her goal was. And then eventually we talked like 3 months, we kept in touch, but we talked 3 months later, and she explained to me about Stella Adler, about all this and whatever. And I started putting her in little things trying to get her going. But she's been doing great. And, in fact, remember I told you before, Vinny, that her father has, a wine vineyard in Italy?
Yeah.
Well, I think, Carolina, don't you have a little gift for Vinny?
Yes, I do.
Vinny, Carolina got a little something for you.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I thought she was my gift. Oh, boy.
This is
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Italy.
Look at this.
From Italy?
Yeah.
So tell us,
Oh, look at this.
your dad has
JT, you take this out for me?
a vineyard,
it?
and what do we have?
Oh, boy. Now, look at this. Don't drop it.
Wow.
Yep, that's her father's wine.
This is your dad's wine.
This is Amarone.
Is that Della
She can pronounce it.
Val?
Pronounce your father's wine.
Valpolicella. Valpolicella.
Valpolicella. Valpolicella.
Puchella. Oh, I see. Oh, boy. How about We're drinking. This way you can take advantage of me. I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
We're gonna have fun with this.
Oh, yeah.
I think we'll open this at the butcher store.
There
Oh,
you
yeah,
go.
you go.
Some steaks.
We'll open up at the diet. Yeah, the back of Momo's.
Yeah.
And the,
Okay. Thank you so much.
and the wine
Thank you so
was
much.
amazing.
This is so beautiful.
She had bought me bottles before she went to Italy, when, like I think it was like 6 months ago, right, or 5 months ago. So she bought me a bottle, and I like red wine, but I tried it. It was amazing. And I said, I want more. And she's actually working at a deal right now, right? She's working at a deal right now where her and a couple of people are going to actually get together, and they're going to try to bring it to New York.
Okay.
So from
Well,
Italy.
why don't we promote the wine a little bit then?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you pronounce that again?
Carolina?
Valpolicella.
Della Polisana?
Valpolicella.
Might say who?
Valpolicella.
Yes.
I got it. I've been studying my Italian a little bit, so
You
I'm trying
better-
to get better at it.
You better promote it. Go ahead.
I'm more
I
just
can't
thinking-
pronounce that.
So we have Amorone della Valpolicella.
There you
There
go.
we go.
There you go. Very nice.
And where is it based in?
In Verona,
In Verona.
my dog's company, their name is Montecillario Bini. We do like red, rose, white, and Amarone, pretty much.
It's a very good tasting wine. It's amazing.
Is this like a mellow wine? Is it a
Kind of.
dry Italian?
Dry.
Dry
Yeah,
Italian
dry.
red wine?
No, it actually is. It's not that dry. It's actually kind of sweet a little bit.
Boy, I could go for that right now.
Not
with
that sweet,
little,
but-
lobster
Well,
fried diablo. Lobster fried diablo and a glass of wine.
you get me hungry now.
From where? Where's your favorite lobster fra diavolo?
Where do I get it?
In Little Italy?
Yeah, actually,
Of course, right?
yeah, there's a. Angelo's was one of my best places to go and eat. But Angelo's went on fire,
Oh my God.
and they've been there since 1902. And so they've been there over 100 years. So hopefully they're going to reopen soon. And there's one other restaurant there. I forget the name of it. God.
What, near you?
What?
A restaurant near you?
Um,
In Little Italy?
in Little Italy.
Okay.
It's a couple of doors down from Vincent's. And I had lobster fried diablo there. And the dish was almost as big.
Oh my
It
God.
was huge.
Oh my god.
With a lobster right in the middle, surrounded by angel hair spaghetti.
Oh my God.
And the lobster
gonna
split
eat after this.
in half. And the lobster split in half. You take the meat right out. And then around, it's surrounded by clams, congeal, mussels, shrimp. That's almost as good as you know what. I didn't say no wrong. It's just a good meal, you know?
Well, Vinny, the thing is that another thing is with the Irishman. Remember, you're in the Irishman now, right?
Yeah.
Vinny's got a nice role in the Irishman. How many can't wait for that to come out? Netflix, baby.
Yeah, excited.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, well, it's based on Jimmy Hoffa.
Yes.
And Al Pacino plays Jimmy Hoffa. And then there's Joe Pesci's in it. And Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro,
And
yeah.
all my scenes are with De Niro.
Wow.
So it looks like I got a little
favorite
clout
actor.
there, you know.
My favorite actor.
Yeah.
And today there was a big luncheon for just directors and producers
Because of Tribeca.
and Tribeca, but I couldn't go because I wasn't feeling good this morning. And thank you.
Well, you're feeling better now, right?
Huh?
Feeling better now. You good now, right?
Yeah, I feel a little bit better now. Yeah. And so someone went up to Bobby and said to him, Vinny Vella was going to come today, but he wasn't feeling so good. He went like this. Oh my God, Vinny Vella. He says, we love that guy over here. He said he did a good job, you know. And a good friend. Matter of fact, and when I got married,
Yep, I remember.
you know,
told
he was,
me.
he was the best man at my wedding.
Yep, De Niro was his best
So
man.
I go back with him a little bit.
Yep.
You know. And
I didn't know that.
Huh?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, there you go.
Pretty cool.
We talked about that a lot.
That's right. Yeah. And so Bobby is a great guy, you know. And I have a little secret about it, but I'm not going to tell anybody.
Oh.
You know.
Should we get TMZ here?
Say what?
I'm kidding.
Every time somebody goes near him, he picks up the phone and goes like this. This way nobody bothers him for an autograph. But I figured it out because every time somebody would go by me, pick up the phone and start talking, I never heard it ring.
Really?
You know, I never heard your phone ring, and he'd start talking. As soon as they would leave, he'd go like this. He'd put it down, you know? I gotta start doing that shit, you know? But I don't mind, you know? When people come over to me, I had some guy a couple of months ago came over to me and said, "Hey, Vinny, how are you?" I said, "I'm doing fine." He says, "You remember me?" I said, "Yeah, you look very familiar." He says, "You took a picture of me, my wife, and my daughter right here on Mulberry Street. How long ago?" 8 years ago. 8 years ago. I don't remember what the hell I did yesterday. 8 years ago. I said, "Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember." I didn't even know who the guy was. And he was kissing me and everything. But the best one was, I had this woman in Little Italy. She comes over to me. She didn't even know who I was. She says, "Can I take a picture of you?" I said, "Yeah, sure." I said, "Do you know who I am?" She goes, "No." I said, "It's all right. Take the picture." So she took the picture. Then she said to me, "I have a personal question." I said, "Yeah, what is it?" She goes, "Are you in the mafia?" So you know what? I figured I'm going to scare the hell out of this woman. I went like this. I went, "Keep it down," you know? So then she says, "I have one other question, and I won't bother you no more." She goes, "Did you ever kill anybody?" I went, "Actually, I did. I killed a woman a couple of months ago. She looked just like me. She ran away from me. She left me standing there like a jerk. But that's okay."
You know, Vinny, also, I had booked you on a movie a while back, which I knew you couldn't do because you had prior engagements. The one that I was helping out my friend Silky. Remember they were filming in North Carolina?
I think so.
Yeah, and you couldn't make it because you had other situations.
The one in North Carolina.
Right, that was the one when I had the
Oh, yeah, Silky.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so you couldn't make it. They filmed it. I wasn't involved. They got somebody else from North Carolina in it, which is fine. I've got several projects I'm working on right now. Now, one of my films that I'm working on is called Redemption.
It's called what?
Redemption. It's basically about a guy who is played by Sammy DeFury. Everybody knows Sammy DeFury, right? From Bound by Death, a good friend of mine, amazing actor. So he's going to be playing the lead opposite Lulu Lopez, who we just put in magazine. She's a great actress. There's a role that we have in there which is going to be perfect. It's my first SAG short that I'm doing, which means it's about unions.
Great.
So I want to get you a role in there. So this is going to be actually her second film that she's doing. It's the first one with speaking lines. So I think it'd be great to have her working with you. So let's give it up for Vinny and Carolina.
All right, Carolina. And if there's any other women that are in this, think of Carisa and Jennifer.
Of course.
You know?
Well, sure.
Please. Jennifer's a hell of an actress.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Look at that, huh?
She's a butcher, and if you don't give her a part,
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm only joking.
It only happened one time. Okay.
I've got several films coming up. I'm doing a short film with my producer Ray Lubito. We're doing a film called Temp, which is basically a non-union
Temp?
project. Temp, T-E-M-P, about a temp, and she's actually a small role she has in that, and that's going to be only like a 3-day shoot, very small, just doing it all non-union. So we're going to be shooting that, and then I got Chronicles of a Serial Killer with Steve Stanulis, Noel Ashman's going to be involved, John Bianco. It's on the breakdowns right now.
You know what I want to play? I want to play a lover in a movie.
I thought you
They always
played
use me.
movie.
They always use me for killing people.
What was the movie you played? Wait, what
That's
was
so
it?
unfair.
You put. Oh no, no, wait. Let's not bring that movie up. You didn't like that guy. I forgot.
I think someone should give you a shot at that. You could do that.
I can't bring that movie up.
With all the experience that I have, I could do that.
Oh yeah. Well, you've done a lot of different films.
Tell me about it.
What was your favorite film? If you could pick any film.
My favorite one?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. When they gave me the check, they say, what was your favorite movie? I said, this one right here. This is my favorite movie. Actually, Casino.
There you go. That's a classic.
Yeah, I improvised in there.
That's your favorite, right?
Casino. Kill the Irishman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was there. Vinny took me there.
Then there's another movie that I just finished called The Irishman. A lot of people think it was a continuation.
It's not.
It's not. This one is about Jimmy Hoffa.
Right.
You know? And
there's no comparison, really,
no,
to the other one.
The first one was about all wise guys in Cleveland.
Right.
And I play a bad guy in there. And then
That was
there's
fun.
this one, The Irishman, where I play an owner of a meat market. And all my scenes are with De Niro. You know?
I remember when they called you the first time for The Irishman, and you were like, no, 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 no. And then Vinny's like, no, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. And then because the role was like small, and then Vinny's like, he calls me up. He goes, I'm doing The Irishman. I go, what happened? He goes, they got me a bigger role. And who called you?
What?
Who called you for The Irishman the second time?
De Niro.
Favorite actor.
But you want to know something? If you're an actor, if you get a big role, if you get a small role, do them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It's all
all
built
the
up.
exposure.
Correct.
There's nothing wrong with exposure.
Yep.
You know, I do this when I do that when I do this. Like people see me in the street and they go, "Who's that guy?" You know, like they recognize me, but they're not sure where they know me from.
Right.
And
Well, Vinny, what do you call it? I mean, I'm doing this over 17 years, and I've done over 200 films. About 25 of those films are because of him. Vinny's hooked me up. I mean, like when I started my company, which is another adventure, but when I started my company, I really didn't know anybody over 17 years ago. And Matt knows the story. He was with me, right, Matt? G? And I met a girl named Courtney, and we started building a company. And then when I did my first acting, and I just started learning, managing, I got into casting. Vinny says, let me introduce you to some important people. He started bringing me around to all these people, and that's how I met everybody. So Vinny's a big part of my company.
you know what that music is that we hear in the background? That means that this show is over with, and we're going to start the next show.